However, there is one superhero that we can talk about. A superhero that remains a saint to this day. Folks, I'm talking about your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Aw, yeah.
Spider-Man.
You mean the Spiderling, like the crime-fighting spider boy?
It's
Spider-Man,
man.
Not in those little onesies. He ain't.
It's not a onesie. Come on, we've talked about.
Come on, folks.
this.
Come yeah. If you haven't figured out by now, yes. Earlier this week, on Instagram of all places, we had Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Jacob Batalon, the actors who play Peter Parker, MJ, and Peter's best friend Ned. They each put out on their Instagram pages a brand new sneak peek image of the new Spider-Man movie, and they each put out 3 separate, completely different Spider-Man titles. It was so funny. It was so dumb, and it was so funny. It was like, wait, are they messing with us?
I think my favorite one was
They're
the one that was put out. It says Spider-Man 3 Phone Home.
Okay, no. Look, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and look them up now because I've got
go
these
ahead and
guys.
look them up. But another one I found, like somebody else made it, and it was from another movie, and it's called Spider-Man 3 Homeward Bound.
Okay, so
My personal
Zendaya,
favorite was the one I found on the internet that says Spider-Man 3, no homo.
no home, like no home O, like
Yeah.
HOME and then O at the end.
Yep.
Wow.
Go
All
on.
right, so Zendaya, she put up the title Spider-Man Home Slice. Jacob Batalon, he put up the title Spider-Man Home Wrecker. And Tom Holland put up the title, which is Spider-Man Phone Home.
Yeah.
But immediately one day after, the Tom Holland's freaking thing, he put up a video coming out of the director's office, and it's like, director John Watts, who did Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home, and he's basically like, okay guys, so yeah, they gave us a false title again. Oh yeah, well that's fine. Well, we know that you're gonna spill everything, Tom. So yeah, like
Yeah, he's
like, but what? Come on, what did I spill? Like, name one thing that I actually spoiled. Zendaya, deadpan's like, you spoiled the last movie title, so yeah, it's totally your fault. And they pass by a whiteboard with all these different names scrawled on it, and in the center, they reveal the real title coming out this Christmas: Spider-Man: No Way Home.
I like that one.
So
Honestly, it's a pretty good one.
I like that one, and now this is the part where where we have to bring up all the speculations of what's going to happen in the third Spider-Man movie, because there has been a lot.
Well, we have confirmation of the fact that the previous actors, Garfield and what was the name of the first one? Jesus,
Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire are both going to show up. How exactly? I don't know, but my bet is on this is going to be the live-action version of the Spider-Verse movie, which I guarantee you is going to somehow connect to Doctor Strange and the multiverse movie.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
That's my theory. That's my hypothesis. I'm throwing that there.
That is true. Like it's pretty much almost confirmed. With everybody going on their minds on the Disney Plus series WandaVision, and with the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness coming up after Spider-Man No Way Home.
News articles have also resurfaced over the past couple of months of previous actors from the old Spider-Man movies coming in for the third one. Alfred Molina, who played Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2, he was rumored to come back in his character. And also Jamie Foxx, who played Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, is rumored to come back.
Genuinely was not expecting him. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Like, so we're getting these villains.
He's going to come back as Django, actually.
Oh no, God. If he comes back as Django? Oh no.
Where the white spider women at?
Oh God. That'd be so wild.
That would be terrible.
Then, like, folks would be going nuts like, okay, why don't we go ahead and put Emma Stone in the Spider-Gwen onesie suit? Go ahead and have her in there since she was Gwen Stacy in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Like, oh yeah, she'll be looking fine in the one-piece suit. Oh yeah, sure, let's go ahead and do that.
I mean, to her credit, she did play her role pretty well in the past 2 movies.
Yep, and she capped it off in a snap.
Wait, what's up, Angel?
It's a fetish.
Yeah, no, that's true. And she capped off her performance in the Spider-Man movies in a snap.
Ha!
Ah!
She got snapped before everyone did.
All of you.
This is
die
what happens when
now.
you put your neck out for someone when you shouldn't, when you really shouldn't. And Gwen
Make the
Stacy
pain
really did
stop.
that.
Ah.
I know.
That
I'm
being
horrible.
said-
We're going to hell.
That being said, as far as Electro's inclusion goes, I didn't have a problem with how the character looked in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie. His look was pretty cool. His powers are pretty cool. I think after a long time of debating with Juan, we can agree
He was Edward Nygma.
He was Edward Nygma. His character motivation was weak.
We're talking about Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yes.
Yes.
One with the green. Yeah, no, the fact that the Goblin became some sort of insane.
No, we're talking
bullshit-
Electro, not Goblin.
Oh, no,
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
get to
no.
Goblin in a second.
Electro, I felt, had a good motivation that was not explored properly. They could have done more with him, and I won't lie, guys, that his last suit looked fucking horrible.
The type black one?
The black fucking S&M dominatrix. I didn't like that.
Yeah, that makes
I would have
sense.
preferred they had just gone full Dr. Manhattan energy being. It would have fit him a little better because that suit made no damn sense and it just kind of looked like crap.
Or just give him something that's close to how to the original source material. We've
Yeah.
seen it what he looks like in the comics. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but to give us something close to that.
Hell, the one in the Spider-Man PS4 game. Let me check out the design. Yeah, no, the Spider-Man PS4 game is just normal looks with a jacket that is started up with a bunch of really mechanical parts to help him control his electricity. And he has a scar on his face in the shape of the star mask he used to wear. They could have done something with that. I felt like something like that would have looked really cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now, Alfred Molina, this is just my personal opinion. You guys could disagree with me. His portrayal, his Dr. Octopus, is the best villain out of all the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. So far, I haven't seen one back. The Vulture comes close, but I feel like Alfred had more character, more villainous character to him by virtue of pulling the whole mad scientist thing.
The fun that we had with Dr. Octopus, with Doc Ock in the movie was, we had him, he had the whole movie on his own. He was the mentor. He was the kindly scientist. You see that he's got ambition. He's smart and he's good. And you see that he was trying to be good to Peter Parker. And then we see him going nuts because the fucking tentacle arms are fused to his body and the inhibitor chip was screwing with his mind. And so he was literally talking to the freaking thing.
Himself.
They would come and beak at him like the little devil on your shoulder.
That part was weird.
You know what? I think that those things were literally just working on his subconscious impulse, and he essentially deluded himself into thinking
It's
they
a
had a will of
feedback
their
loop
own.
kind of
It's
thing.
a feedback loop because the inhibitor chip was destroyed.
Yeah, because otherwise, at the end of the movie, he wouldn't have been able to use them to save to sacrifice himself to save the day.
You're right.
So yeah, those things were basically fueling his id, his brutal point desire kind of thing.
Artificial intelligence, am I right?
It was so beautiful. The physical, practical effects on that was so cool. And the only thing that I could think of that they would try to do in order to make that work, obviously, we're not going to ask Alfred Molina to show up for 2 days at a green screen somewhere in Georgia because Georgia's got the tax credits. Hey, Florida, get on that. And just have him jump around. Oh, by the way, Mr. Molina, do you remember the harness that we put you on in the green screen that we had you walk around in harness and had 4 guys animate the arms next to you? Yeah, we're gonna do that again, but only 2 days. You cool with that? No, we've advanced on there. CGI is a beautiful thing. The most that they'll do with him is he'll be moving around. Maybe they'll have him on a bungee cord in a bungee suit or whatever, so he could maybe jump or have himself suspend a little bit, and they'll just CGI the arms. So we'll be okay with that.
Now, we've been keeping up with the announcements from Disney Plus. First of all, obviously, we have to talk about WandaVision because everyone's talking about WandaVision.
Actually, not really.
Oh, we don't?
Sorry, folks. We're not going to be talking about WandaVision, and there's actually a little rule that we've got on there.
That's right, the spoiler rule.
The reason why is simple. WandaVision is a gigantic 9-episode miniseries, and they're running it the way you would run an OVA anime miniseries. You notice that, Angel?
Good point.
Each one of the episodes has their own little self-contained plot, but there is a longer arc. You got a massive expo dump close to the end, and then we have the big shocking finale coming up next week on the 9th episode of this limited series event.
Okay,
now,
but
so we're gonna hold off.
We're gonna hold off on
discussing this shit until the entire thing is over and until we can
We'll
get
wait
a
until it's
full
over.
perspective.
But we
More
can talk
importantly-
about the official release date for Marvel's Loki.
Oh, that's right. That is coming out soon.
Everyone's
Honestly, that one kind of dropped off the face of the earth for a while. I was kind of wondering if they had shelved that until the Corona thing had passed out.
Everyone's favorite dastardly evil god of mischief.
Is it time for me to be space British again?
Well, he was already British. He's already British. Who
Yeah,
was,
but mythical space British
okay,
from Asgard.
you just reminded me of this this picture of Tom Hiddleston, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Tom Holland. All three of them like just taking a photo next to each other, and you see their upper lip very, very thin. Not a
Stiff.
single upper lip in the entire photo. Very British.
Oh God, that
Very
is
cool. Very
The
stylish guys,
anti-Brits.
but no upper lips.
The official release date for Marvel's Loki will be on June 11th of 2021 on Disney Plus. So right at the height of the summer season.
Yep. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be the summer blockbuster event of the season. No, it's not.
I know a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
I know a
It's
lot
gonna
of
be fun.
I know a lot of crazy fans of Loki are going to be sweating.
Oh, this is going to be
Are
great.
you kidding me?
That being said, though, expect some shenanigans because as we need to remember, the Loki that is going to happen in this series is the one that escaped during the events of Endgame. So this is still full 100% asshole Loki. So we're going to get to see some character development and progression of personality and even changes.
Yes.
Oh no, you're changing a thing on my Loki. How dare you?
Yeah, we've
problem.
seen the video trailer that came out a long time ago, where he is transported to another planet and he's getting involved in all these other things. Obviously, it's another reality because that's what the Marvel Cinematic Universe is now expanding on. Alternate.
We have
realities.
now introduced that. Yeah, I mean, we introduced that with Doctor Strange. Now we're bleeding it off with a little more with this here.
Yep, and now we got like the version of the quantum realm where we have different timelines and different alternate realities created with that. So this is a mishmash of all that. On the YouTube chat, Taylor M is first said Doc Ock was the best Spider-Man 2. Agreed.
Yes.
So, yes. So we were discussing Spider-Man 2 earlier. And he also says, let's see here. I heard Tom Hiddleston in one episode, and we follow his female character. So we're gonna get Femme Loki apparently. That's
Oh, nice.
That's just a rumor, though. I'm not sure.
To be fair, though,
I'm gonna have to
do
look
you
in that.
think that they will miss the chance to bring something like that here?
Like,
Maybe, but again,
let's-
take it with a grain of salt, Angel.
yeah,
No,
we'll
no,
have-
no, no. I will not need salt for this one because that taps into the most amazing power in the world. The power of horny. Never underestimate what that terrifying... Listen, there were actually 7 stones of power. The stone of horny is the one that Thanos did not want to touch because he knew that if he had it in his possession, he would be too distracted by his turgid purple boner to actually achieve anything. But now, that's the only stone left.
You know,
All I'm saying is, the moment they bring out hot female Loki, they're going to essentially double their fan base. So you know for a fact that there is a very big chance they're going to do it. And don't lie to me. You want to see it.
no,
like,
well,
yeah, of course.
it's-
You know, like, who knows where, like, what actress they might get for it? Who knows? Like, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like dastardly and she's gonna be attractive, obviously, because it's Loki. But I will have to say this: if we're tapping into the element of horny, from one horny guy to another, Angel, go to horny jail.
No,
Bunk, bunk, bunk.
please do not send me to Brazil again.
I will send you to
I just
Brazil.
got out,
like, that's where they
listen,
made that
man.
guava soda that killed Stan Lee with gamma radiation poisoning.
That's right.
That is
Oh, God.
That is phase 1 MCU right there.
Poor Stan.
nice,
Fuck.
good callback.
Poor Stan. He fucking just. You notice that in the first movies of the Marvel movies, in the beginning, he basically ends up the victim of many misfortunes or inside jokes. Then in the middle of the movies, he takes a more neutral approach. And then in the last movies, he begins to become a more important character to the point that we see him as an astronaut just hanging out with the Watchers near the end.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I know. I feel that. It like
Looks like he was having his own character development
He-
while we were
he-
watching those films.
he was the man to deliver the message from Steve Rogers to Tony Stark at the end of the Civil War. He was the man who, in his final on-screen appearance, preached like "Make love, not war." Enough said. And he even showed up as himself in the fucking Captain Marvel movie rehearsing his line in Mallrats, where he made his cameo there. Like,
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, and he's just
yeah.
himself. That's just like, like, say what you want about Captain Marvel, just like that. Like, hello, nice young
Like good
lady.
move.
Hello, nice old man. Smile, smile. Move on.
Right.
They got something going on there.
But of course, Marvel isn't the only thing that's cooking up some new projects for Disney Plus. Juanjo,
Josh.
I know you're excited about this one.
Okay, excited is a bit much. I'm curious, but not. I wouldn't say I'm excited, not because I don't care, but it's more like. Okay, so they announced that the spinoff to Star Wars: The Clone Wars animated series, The Bad Batch, is going to be releasing its new series. What's the date for that? Because I didn't pay attention.
I will look it up right now, my friend.
I did not know about this.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you about the story on it. Okay, you pull up the thing. Come on.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. You're gonna put me on the
I know
spot.
what I'm doing here.
Then do it faster.
Here we go.
This is how we research, folks, live on air.
A cappella, all these days.
Here we go. Star Wars: The Bad Batch. Yes. Its release date. The first episode will be in May 4th.
May the 4th.
May the 4th. Oh, ha, ha.
Okay. All right. Corny time is over, but seriously though, okay,
That joke hurts like a kidney stone that I never passed.
Considering how many you've passed, that's quite an achievement. But I'm Tish.
Ugh.
No,
so the story of The Bad Batch follows, the team of clandestine clone troopers, elites who are called the Bad Batch. Basically, they are super renegade clone troopers. They don't take no trash from nobody. And this tale takes place right at the beginning of Order 66. These guys ain't too happy about the orders. These guys are on the run, and they are not to be fucked with the new empire.
Damn.
So this is going to be very interesting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wild. The only reason why I don't sound more enthused, even though it's Star Wars and I love Star Wars forever, I haven't had the chance to actually ingratiate myself because they made an appearance in the Clone Wars animated series. I just never saw those episodes yet.
It was actually fairly good. If I recall, it was the one that had that one clone trooper that was born deformed, but he was still basically doing his duty like a real bro. I won't lie, I am somewhat interested in this because it plays like a Star Wars version of The Expendables.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
we got
exactly what I was going to say.
Do you know why? Because
we got the skills. We were meant to die, but we ain't dead, so we got to keep living.
Actually, the reason why it comes off of The Expendables is because one of the guys is actually got dark, long hair, and he wears a red bandana, making himself look like motherfucking John Rambo. Literally.
There you go.
Oh my
John
god.
Ram clone. I don't know, whatever.
The Expendable Star. Okay, now
John Rambo Fett. There we go.
Now I'm just picturing Dolph Lundgren dressed as an oversized, tall stormtrooper.
No, we're not that lucky.
I mean, it could happen. You know, we left him in the cloning batch for a little too long. He got a little too big and buff, and we gotta do something with him now.
Right. Well, you
gotta
know
toss
what?
this motherfucker out there, see what happens.
Well, you know what? I'm still gonna go ahead and check that out when it comes out.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not like I said. I'm not like unimpressed or uninterested. I don't have the same connection with the rest of the fans who have actually got to see it yet. So I can't put myself where I'm not gonna phony up my emotions or whatever the fuck.
No, that's fine. That's fine. One more thing I do want to talk about, and I actually brought this up last night. I was invited as a guest for another YouTube channel called Geeks 5 Ever. They have their weekly streaming shows every Friday night.
They're our Texan brethren. They're basically the Texan version of us.
Yes, and one of the
so
things
they're 10 times bigger, wear hats, and they piss bullets and shit gunpowder.
Yeah, one of the things that they did. Yeah, one of the things that they talked about, and something we got into an actual deep discussion is the news of Blade returning to the MCU. But the Blade series is not going to be rated R. Or the Blade movie. Either movie or series. But it's not going to be rated R. It's going to be PG-13.
Bruh.
Okay.
Now, hang on. Before you brah, my brah, let us explain.
Okay. Now, here's what's up. I was actually watching the Blade movies earlier this week, and I'm realizing the gory vampire bloodiness isn't an issue with these guys when it comes to like TV production or movie production at Marvel or even at Disney.
If you take if you look at
the language is what's the actual problem. I'm breaking down here real quick.
Yeah.
It's actually just how many fuck bombs get dropped in the movie.
Ah.
That's really the main problem if you think about it. You can get away with how many folks get fucking murked in an Iron Man movie or in Captain America. These guys get slaughtered. Thor explodes people with lightning. Like, what do you call it?
No, he doesn't. We don't actually see him explode anybody with lightning.
Thor Ragnarok, when he's going down the bridge, you got Immigrant Song playing.
Those are not people. Those are generic evil monster guys that die because they break into like dirt or mud or whatever.
There's still folks and people. And if we want to talk about like something visually disturbing, all you have to point at is Doctor Strange in his acid trip where he has fingers growing off of his fingers, off of his fingers, off of his fingers. If that stuff doesn't give you the freaking heebie-jeebies, I don't know what does. You can have a badass vampire hunter with blood, with action, with terrible shit happening, and it can still be PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just language, and if we're going to be seeing any open lady boobs out.
Okay, so
which we really don't have.
The R rating you're telling me doesn't really have to do with violence as much as it has to do with tits and swears.
Pretty much.
If we don't have too much of one, we can. You know what? I can live with that because A, Blade is pretty goddamn hilarious with his one-liners. So B, there's enough slang terms for vampires out there to fill the whole world. And C, as long as I get my gore and my smoking sexy style combos, I can deal with it.
Exactly. Just because you can't use the F-bomb, that doesn't mean you can't. That won't stop you from being creative with your line.
I want my fucking gore. This is a vampire series about Blade fucking up vampires. So I want to see some gore. I want to see dudes getting sandatsu'd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The one thing
you know that first scene on the first movie with the club and the blood, that really memorable scene with the sick techno music and the sprinklers just shooting fucking crimson ichor all over the place?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I want. I want that, and I want more. I want violence. Extreme levels of violence.
Now, we're
Fine,
probably...
don't swear. Fine, don't show nudity. But I want to see motherfuckers in pieces. And I want to see those pieces flying beautifully to the air while Ave Maria plays in slow motion.
Probably not going to be pieces, not for long, because you got to remember, the vampires do turn to ash, remember?
Yeah.
Fine. But you know what? On the right side, we're going to get some really cool looking effects from vampires burning into ash. That's going to look fantastic.
That's going to look really cool.
What they ought to do, like, and this is just one geek's opinion, one nerd's opinion, if you want to do this right, or if you want to do this at least visually fun, visually entertaining, who's the one man that you think would do a damn good job with Blade? Visually?
Whomst?
Motherfucker, the guy who did it in the second movie, Guillermo del Toro. Have him come in as like a production consultant. Like, okay, so here's what you're going to need to do, vato. Entonces, cuando le vamos cortando aquí el cuello, you want to actually see the garrote wire go in for a second. Okay? So the garrote wire, you want to make that look good. How you're going to do that is you're going to have the neck part extra thick. We're going to use actual garrote wire, and we're going to fill that up with fake blood over here. So, Masahala, Ali, okay, you're going to go ahead and you're going to cut the garrote wire. Just garrote wire the neck. Going to make a little fake blood, and then you yell cut. And then you're going to be okay. We're going to take that part out, and you're going to scream. Okay, you vampire, you scream. Give me a scream. No, scream. Ah! Okay, and then you, with that visual guy, you're going to make you ash. And there. Okay? Very cool.
Good.
Andale.
Then Wesley Snipes accidentally decapitates the guy for real.
No, it's not Wesley Snipes. Remember, we got a new guy,
that's right.
Ali.
Ali accidentally decapitates the guy by accident. Oops.
Dude, yeah, I was going to say, he was the dude that played Vector in Alita Battle Angel.
That's right. I honestly look forward to seeing because I really like Vector's performance. The man can really put down the subtle, threatening tone and look on his voice.
Also,
I feel he can do it right.
Since Jose's been on a Netflix kick, he recently rewatched Luke Cage, and he plays Cottonmouth in there, the Harlem crime lord there.
Yeah.
So
in the
you notice
original
how
comics,
Cottonmouth has this subtlety to him.
Yeah, in the original comics, Cottonmouth is part of the Serpent Society in Marvel, but in this one, they amped
reworked it like a Harlem crime syndicate being the Serpent Society, and it ends with one dude in a mech suit.
You know what?
Fighting Luke Cage.
Yeah.
That being said, though, I gotta give props particular to the spectacular work of Luke Cage, because let's be honest, while Iron Fist sadly never reached the heights Luke Cage did, I felt like Luke Cage was pretty good at balancing the acting with, it hit the formula just right, specifically with Cottonmouth's character and how well he worked the part of cold, meticulous, mechanical ball. Like, the man wanted to turn that shit into a business, and I feel like it works, especially when you hear like how well the dialogue flows into it. Joe, I showed you that clip.
No, yeah, the one clip actually.
Blackity black, Harlem
Oh my
black.
God, Angel.
No, worse.
Well,
Dude.
blackity black, basketball.
God
black.
damn it, Angel.
Angel, shut up for a second, Juan.
Come on, it was good.
Like the one episode where I sort of walked in on you watching, it was after Luke Cage had burnt down this guy's business and cashed to the ground, and so he had like an emergency meeting with his guys. Like, okay, and with like his account, like, okay, what do I have? You got $250,000 in the bank. That's your legitimate money. You have your nightclub. You have this stuff. You have this. Everything else, Luke Cage destroyed it all.
Yep.
Are you kidding me? Like, and one of his guys, he actually came up like, I was reading this book about how, in the early days with like how they built the railroads over here, like they actually. The government in New York actually enforced gentrification, and they actually did that in order to keep like their gangs away from the neighborhoods that they took over. And he's like, "Oh, so you're reading a book now? Really? Tell me more. What's your conclusion on this? Like, why don't we like go ahead and let Luke Cage go? Leave him alone. He'll leave us alone."
Simple
What
enough.
does he do? What does Cottonmouth do?
Pops him right there. Just shoots him dead. One shot. Pops square in the middle. Like, motherfucker, are you crazy? No, yes. I'm not going to let him go. This guy burnt my money. But he did that so fucking cold.
Yeah.
So fucking serpent-like and sinister. It was beautiful. So yeah, having him come down with the mohawk of Blade, the vampire hunter, having him come down with the fucking like head tattoos like Wesley Snipes had. Hell fucking yeah, I'm down with that. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
I'm down with it.